farsighted. Now at this age, I'm farsighted too. I take off one pair of glasses, put the other one on. So sad. And my brother, he had horrible aim in the back. He wasn't fully awake. I don't even think he stopped walking when he had to pee in the middle of the night. I think he just aimed in the general direction of the toilet. Anything got in the bowl, he wrote off as a win. That's a bad combination when you're sharing a bathroom. Yeah, he can't aim and I can't see. What do you think that leads to when I gotta use the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning? That was a lot of this move. Oh, dude! Kids are embarrassing. They do try to help out parents though. Like post-pandemic, there are discounts that had gone away that are coming back now. Yeah, you see the kids eat free sign again. Diners are doing that. Like, you know, they bring the kids Tuesdays and Fridays, bring the kids eat free. Don't they always? I don't know about the rest of you, I wasn't splitting the check with a 6-year-old before you put that sign up. I want to meet this kid. Mom, Dad, put away the wallet. I got this. Yeah, you guys work hard, and I just sold a treehouse, big commission. So, obviously their heart's in the right place, but I wish they would give a discount for the whole table based on how many kids you have with you. Doesn't that sound more fair? The more exhausted the adults look, the more you get off the bill. No, but it's exactly what it sounds like. Kids eat totally free, adults full price. So they make you lie to them. The kids eat free, but we gotta pay. Then I'll have the Jell-O and he'll have the steak. Yeah, 20-ounce T-bone. Put it on the high chair. You're right, man. We're gonna be a while. He kind of gums it to death. Is that okay with you? And two of my stepson and my youngest child are special needs. They're autistic, so that they have a delayed speech and reading. So the other two have taken it upon themselves to do all the reading and talking for 4 kids. My daughter learned how to read at 3.5 years old. That's too young because they're reading things. That just means they're sounding out letters. They don't know what anything means. They sound something out, they look at you, you got to explain it in a way they understand. I remember my daughter was like, every time we drive, she'd read the signs for the businesses we were passing. That's kind of smart, right? You know, things in society. But then she would look at me for an explanation, and I wasn't ready. She's sounding out the letters to a supermarket chain we have on the West Coast. They used to be everywhere, but I think Winn-Dixie bought them out. I can hear her going, food for less? Oh, great. Now I'm going to have to explain poverty. By the way, you never realize what a bad neighborhood you're driving through until one of these little tour guides is sitting behind you narrating everything. Right? You're driving through some place, you tune out when you drive, right? You don't think about where you're going. And then all of a sudden your kids are going, checks for cash, pawn shop, guns. I'm like, we gotta move. She sounds out food for less. I'm waiting for her question, but she doesn't ask what I'm expecting. She blindsides me. She thinks about it for a minute and goes, Daddy, is there also a store called Food for More? And I wasn't ready for that, so I go, yeah, Princess, we call it Whole Foods. You ever been in one of those? That's food for way more than is necessary. Whole Foods is so expensive, you question how much you care about your own health. You walk in with good intentions, like, today's the day, I'm gonna eat right when I get a raise. I'll be back. I ask embarrassing questions at Whole Foods, like, do you have any partial foods? I gotta put the whole ones on a payment plan. You got layaway for the cereal? No adult with a job should ever have to say, I'm financing a carrot. That's bad. I got a classic blended family too. It's almost an American stereotype at this point. Because my ex-wife is full-blooded Irish. So my daughter's a redhead, my son is a blonde. My current wife is Mexican, her ex-husband, Filipino. Yeah, so my stepson, very dark, very Asian looking. Our son together has brown hair because he's Anglo-Mexican. What I'm trying to say is I've got one of each hair color in my house. One blonde, one red, one brown, one black. When they line up for pictures, I look like a Benetton photographer. Like I'm holding United Nations youth group meetings in my house. I love seeing what different kids inherit from their parents too, things like that too, you know. Because and you know, and my dad's side of the family, like, you know, I kind of look more like them, but I got my height from the mother's side of the family. People always ask me because I grew up with a last name that was unique. Like everybody was Chris or Christopher back in those days. My last name spelled S-T-R-A-I-T. And all my kids, except my stepson, have that last name too. And growing up, I never knew anybody with that last name. There was a famous country singer, it's the only other person I had heard of. Some of you already know who I'm talking about, George Strait, yes. When I was a kid, they used to ask, you related to George Strait? I always used to say no, because we didn't know him. But nowadays, they have all those websites, like My Heritage Matches and Ancestry DNA. One of my dad's cousins went crazy and did the whole tree. And it turns out George Strait is like a fourth cousin of mine. But don't be too. You ever been on one of those sites? Yeah. You know who else is your fourth cousin? Earth. Well, we haven't been here that long, folks. We're all kind of related. So now if somebody asks, and they don't do it as often, they go, are you related to George Strait? I always go, distantly. They go, how distantly? I go, just outside the money. So yeah, my youngest and my oldest, my daughter, who's my only girl, she's my oldest, she's the 17-year-old, and the 5-year-old, they both look nothing like me. They each look like their moms, but they both have my height. My daughter's 5'11", 110 pounds. Yeah, I try to tell her, sweetheart, that metabolism does not last. Eat the cake now. Eat all of it now. No. And the other two, the boys are skinny too, so I thought like the youngest one, he came out kind of husky, and I'm like, okay, that's good. Maybe he'll be a little shorter, but he'll have a different body type. Then we go to the doctor to predict his height. I didn't know they were gonna do that yet. He was only 9 months old. Remember when we were kids, they couldn't predict your height till you were 2 years old. Remember that? And here was this amazing medical technology they used to predict your height. Whatever your height was on your 2nd birthday, they doubled it, and that was supposed to be how tall you were. Doesn't that sound more like a carnival game than medicine? You shouldn't have to pay him for that. But no, nowadays they measure elasticity of the spine, they ask you all these family questions, and he was only 9 months old, and the doctor makes a height prediction, and then he makes a noise that you shouldn't make when you're talking to people about their children. He goes, whoo! We're not in Texas, doctors shouldn't woo, what are you doing? He goes, no, I don't know, but give or take, your son's gonna be around 6'9". Yeah, but he looks exactly like his 5'3" Mexican mother. Just an elongated version. So right in front of the doctor, she turns to me and goes, thanks, honey, you just helped me build the biggest Mexican in history. I'm not gonna let her have the last laugh at the doctor's office. So I go, yeah, that's right, build your stupid wall. My boy will step over it.